If you want to write better essays, this is the right video to watch. Let's get started. Hello everybody, I hope all of you are fine. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about 7 steps that good writers use to write their essays. Let's get started. Step 1. Choosing a topic. There are 2 ways that you can choose a topic to write about. You can choose something familiar, or you can choose something that you are interested in and want to learn about. By choosing a topic, you can raise your interest to write your essay. Step 2. Brainstorming. There are some techniques to brainstorm. First technique, you can jot down ideas. Whatever comes to your mind, you should write down. Don't pay attention to grammar, spelling, order, organization, and the words. Just write down whatever comes to your mind. Second way to brainstorm is making a cluster diagram. You can write down an idea and draw a circle around it, and by branching off from that idea, drawing lines to related ideas, you can create your cluster diagram. For an essay about types of horror movies, a cluster diagram might look like the one below. And the last technique for brainstorming is free writing. Free writing is a technique in which a writer writes whatever comes to his or her mind. The idea is to keep writing without stopping. This is a good technique to use when you are having trouble coming up with ideas. Step 3. Outline. After you have brainstormed ideas for an essay, it is important to be very sure of the purpose of the essay. Are you going to describe something? Are you going to compare 2 things? Are you going to show cause and effect? Are you going to argue a point? You should consider them, and according to that, you should create your outline. You have to choose how you are going to organize your ideas after brainstorming. Are you going to explain them in chronological order? Are you going to explain them in spatial order, based on a logical order, what you see? Or are you going to explain them in order of importance? The least important idea first, then the second most important one, with the most important idea last. In my previous video, I also talked about different paragraphs. If you're not sure about the paragraphs of an essay, you can watch my previous video. You should also remember the difference between a thesis statement and a topic sentence. The topic sentence in a paragraph tells what the paragraph is about, but a thesis statement in an essay states the topic and gives a preview of how the information in the essay is presented. Any reader who reads your thesis should get a clear idea of what you are trying to accomplish. Some writers find it helpful to refer to their purpose statement when creating their thesis statement. There are 2 types of thesis statement: implied thesis and stated thesis. Implied or indirect thesis statement. The main points are not stated. Instead, they are implied in the thesis statement. For example, buying a car is not as easy as it sounds because there are many factors to consider. Which factors? We have no information. But in a stated thesis or direct thesis statement, the main points are clearly stated in the thesis statement. For example, buyers should keep in mind many factors when purchasing a car: price, gas mileage, and functionality. As you see, in stated thesis, the underlined words are called points of development. Many writers use points of development in their thesis statement because they greatly simplify organizing the essay. These points of development become the 3 points that you will use in topic sentences for the 3 body paragraphs of your essay. Remember that you may need to revise your thesis statement as you work on developing your essay. Step 4. Writing your first draft. No two writers approach a writing assignment the same way. Some writers begin with an introduction and proceed from paragraph to paragraph. Other writers prefer to work on various paragraphs at different times. In fact, you don't need to start with the introductory paragraph. Some writers find it best to write a first draft of the introductory paragraph and they refine after they have completed the whole essay. Choose the order that is easiest for you. Here, I should talk about concluding paragraph. The purpose of the conclusion is to recap or summarize for the reader the main idea of the essay. Try restating your thesis in the conclusion. To restate your thesis means that you should write the basic idea of the thesis statement, but in a different way. Effective writers do this to clarify for the reader what has just been said. An effective writer can also restate the points of development in the conclusion. This helps readers to recall the 3 main points that they just learned about without having to go back and reread the essay. After the restatement, the conclusion should give the reader something to think about. Good conclusions often end with a suggestion, an opinion, or perhaps a prediction. These types of general statements effectively end an essay. Step 5. Getting feedback from a peer. When you have finished your essay, you should get feedback from your peer. Your peer can check your essay for grammar, vocabulary, even ideas. Is your essay clear? Does your essay need to be improved in terms of vocabulary or grammar? Your peer can give you some ideas to improve your essay. Step 6. Revise your first draft. Every good writer revises a first draft. It is important to use feedback from peers as well as ideas that you can think of now that were not apparent at first. Use feedback from both peers and your instructor. Step 7. Proofread your final draft. Because good writing is never accomplished on the first try, it is important to edit your writing and make changes to enhance the essay. You can edit and revise your paper or have a teacher, friend, or family member help you. As you look back your essay, you can use a simple technique to improve the quality and clarity of your writing, adding connecting and transition words, phrases, or sentences. Using transitions can improve clarity, can show the relationship between ideas, can improve the flow of the essay, can connect paragraphs. Remember that transitions can be as small as 1 word when used at the beginning, middle, or end of a sentence. Use transitional words in sentences to add an idea, for example, then, next, in addition, moreover, to create contrast, for example, however, nevertheless, conversely, on the other hand, or to emphasize, for example, above all, especially, in fact, surely. Also, you can have a checklist for yourself. When you want to proofread your final draft, if you have this checklist, it can help you improve the quality of your essay. You can use this checklist. I include a thesis statement that contains a clear topic and points of development. Each body paragraph has a clear topic sentence. My thoughts and ideas are organized clearly in each paragraph. I used a variety of descriptive adjectives. I used prepositions correctly. My use of punctuation is correct. I used connecting transitional words and expressions correctly. The concluding paragraph has words and phrases that signal the end of the essay. The conclusion does not introduce any new ideas. I hope this video can help you improve the quality of your essay writing. If this video is helpful, don't forget to like the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again in my channel. Take care. Bye.